morning, guys. So it's Wednesday. It's a little bit later in the week than I typically start my weekly vlogs, but the reason is Monday was Veterans Day, so we didn't have school, and then Tuesday was just like not very exciting. On Tuesday we had prevention, which we did have a quiz, and I got a good grade on that. I got 11.75 out of 12. And then we had a head and neck anatomy lecture, and then we had dental anatomy lecture. Well, it's always lecture, but yeah, so nothing crazy. I've been studying all weekend and Veterans Day and yesterday for this midterm in pharmacology this morning. That's at 11 o'clock. It's cumulative and it's a lot of information, but me and my friend Brittany in the program studied a lot yesterday, going over what we were like studying on our own, and we were honestly killing it. Like, if I would have studied the same way I studied this time for the first midterm, I would have done so much better. Like, I got an 80% on the first one, but like obviously this exam includes all of the material from the first one because it's cumulative and I know it all. So, but yeah, it's like 9:20 right now. My exam is my first class and it's not till 11, so I'm just going early, gonna get some coffee and gonna review things before class, and I'll update you guys after. Guys, I am so excited. Like, we had our second midterm for pharm and I did so well on it. Like, there's definitely a couple that I wasn't sure on. I think I definitely got like a couple of them wrong, but it was a pretty long exam. It's 180 points. So I'm like guarantee I got like a solid B on it. At least that's how I'm feeling, is like a pretty solid strong B, which in pharm to me is like a freaking A. So I got an 80%, like literally like an 80.5% on the first one, and I did not feel that confident on that one at all, and I feel way better about this one. So I'm so excited. Also, I'm watching Disney Plus right now, and watching Hannah Montana and just the childhood memories is making me so happy. But yeah, that's it. I'm doing a homework assignment while I'm watching. And then my husband, he's a teacher, which I've told you that before, and they're having like a macho volleyball thing tonight, and so they invited me to play on their staff team, so that'll be fun, and that's in like an hour. So I'm gonna finish up this assignment, get ready to go, and yeah, and it'll be like a nice fun, like something fun to do after all the stress I've had for the past like 5 days about studying for this exam. So yeah, that's it. Today in class we went over instruments, like instrumentation with like a real instrument. It's not like a probe isn't a real instrument or anything, but we've only like really used the probe, so we started using other things in like our lecture class and going over how to do it with like the typodont. So that's exciting. And then yeah, we don't really have anything tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, no quizzes or exams or anything, which is a blessing, thank God. And then Friday we just have a quiz and seminar. So that's it. We're like downhill from here. Friday in clinic we're gonna be probing on each other and practicing entering it in like the charts, period charting. So I'm excited for more practice on probing because I felt like it was kind of difficult-ish for me. So yeah, excited, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay guys, it is Friday and I have been the worst vlogger all week long, and I'm so sorry about that. It's not even that I was like too busy, it's just that like there was really nothing exciting. I have my planner here just to like remind myself what'll happen this week. I'll just give you guys like a quick rundown what we did. I think the last time that I vlogged this week was like Tuesday or something like that. So that was before my pharmacology exam. My pharmacology exam is on Wednesday. So Tuesday, like literally all I did after school was study. I went to the library with some of the girls in my program and we studied and like talked it out and all this stuff. And it made me feel so confident in the material. Like me and my friend Brittany were just like going back and forth. We were like, okay, this is how this works. This is how these drugs work. All these things. And we were just going back and forth. And then we were like quizzing each other and like leaving the library Tuesday. Like we both felt really good going into our test. Also, another thing I did on Tuesday was register for winter term, and I cannot believe that we're already registering for our second term in the program. It's been going by so quickly. I'm also really looking forward to winter term because we'll have Fridays off. I'm so excited. Also, I finished my head. I don't have any clips of that. Like I said, I suck, but now we did all the muscles on the head and I turned it in. I got an A on that part, so I got an A on both parts. So it's going well so far. Yesterday, Thursday, I was a patient for my mentor and she cleaned some of my teeth and then I'll have one more appointment next week and then I'll be all done. And then she also agreed to be my patient in the spring term, so I'm excited for that and really grateful that she's doing that for me. And then today we just had a quiz and seminar. It was kind of about like instruments and like the different kind of shank you'd want for different areas of the mouth and you know what's a complex shank versus a simple shank and like make like a quiz on like the clock positions. So if you were working on the anterior teeth, the surfaces towards you, like what clock positions would you be in? It was like all the different areas and like what your clock positions would be. Just stuff like that. I got 18 out of 20 on it, which is good considering I didn't study since I was a patient until like 8:30 last night. I came home and like looked through some of the lectures really quick and then I was like, okay, sounds good. It just felt like a quiz that I could like, not like BS it, but like it just kind of makes sense once you like look at it once. You're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Plus I already know like clock positions and stuff from like actually being in clinic, so that went well. And then today we all got our pharmacology midterm grades back. I got a 96%. Guys, this class is so hard. Like the fact that I got a 96% on it is like amazing. Like I have no idea how it happened. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. I think the way that I studied this time went a lot better than the first time. I mean, I got an 80% like flat the first time, which isn't a bad grade or anything, but an 80% to a 96% is a big improvement, and it was more material. It was double the material because everything from the first exam was on this exam, plus everything we've learned since then. So I think just the way I studied was a lot better. Also, he gives multiple exam types, so like not everyone's taking the same exact test, you know, to help with like cheating and stuff. So there was one exam that was like normal, and then the other one that he like kind of made like extra hard. And so he like went back and like kind of compared the two, and he agreed that like one of them was harder than the other. And so so he like took the average scores from both tests, and the harder one was a 30-point less average than the other one. So everyone that had the harder exam, he gave them 30 extra points. So I did not have the hard exam. I had like, I mean, they're all hard, but like I had like the regular one, not like the extra hard one. And so I got like a true 96, which I'm happy about. Like I'm extremely proud of myself, but I also wish like, I feel like I could have taken the challenging one and then gotten a bunch of extra points. Like I probably would have gotten a better grade. Like I might not have truly done as well on that one, but I think I would have came out with a better grade because like everyone that took that test got like over 100% on it. Not everyone, obviously, that's why he gave extra points, but a lot of people that I talked to, but they did have a harder exam, so like I get it. It's just like a weird thing, but I'm happy that I got 96. I'm not upset about it at all. I'm really proud of myself. I was definitely expecting to get a B on this exam, to be honest, which is still good. I was not expecting a 96. Like, I'm really proud of myself. I had a 90 point something going into the test, and I have like a 93. a 93 something. So I'm really excited. It's a good cushion for the final, because I've heard the final is rough, like really rough. It's completely cumulative. It's like 400 points. So I guess we'll see how that goes when we get there. I'm just gonna keep studying, like stay on top of it. So like I've learned everything from the last midterm. Obviously I'll like review that as well before the final. I'm not just gonna like not look at it anymore, but I feel pretty good about it from this test. Just like the way I studied really worked for me. Also I had a recommendation, or I had a comment saying like, how do I study? And it really depends on like different classes. So if anyone's interested in like a how I study video, depending on like what kind of class that I'm taking, if that's something that'd be interesting to you, like leave a comment below. And if people are interested in that, then I'll definitely make a video about that. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna just keep staying on top of it every weekend. Like I'm gonna study what we went over today and just keep like growing on my knowledge. And so when it comes to like actually really studying for the final, I'm reviewing things and not like learning them, because sometimes I don't really understand things and then I just like am teaching myself when I'm like studying for the final, kind of like for the first time. But I want to try to understand the material and keep going and growing on my knowledge, and then just like reviewing everything before the final. So that's the plan, to keep up with form, because it's a hard class. People have dropped it. It's challenging, but personally I like challenge, even though it's crazy and it takes a lot of time, but it just makes me feel like I can do anything, and you can if you put your mind to it. Like I'm not a genius, I just am very hardworking. I'm a Capricorn, so the goats are known for being hardworking, okay? But really that's it. Oh, also we like did perio charting today and it went so well. I think I had a rant last week. I did have a rant last week about how I feel I didn't have a lot of help. And today went really well. I had 2 instructors help me today. And I feel a lot better about it. I also brought my typewriter out home to practice. And also we had a lecture today about how to explore. And so we used our typewriter with our explorers in class today, and I'm going to practice that at home as well. And then on Monday in class, we will be exploring on each other. So I'm really excited. We're kind of hitting the ground running now. Like we were kind of moving slower in clinic. Like we're doing a lot of basic stuff up until a couple weeks ago, and now we're gonna be like cruising, like learning a new instrument like every week or day kind of thing, and I'm ready for it and I'm excited. And yeah, that's it. So again, leave a comment below if you want to see like how I study video, and that's it. I'll see you guys next week.